Okay. Hello, how you doing? It's me, Zach of the Years, and I'm here to talk about uh it's another internet racist out there. It's not well. It's on not only Thomas Sotomayor, but that coon. You have a couple out there, but this is one particular one who's trying to act all professional, but it's like it's a demonic trick. It's like an angel, and it's like the devil pretending to be an angel of light. Okay, it's a Caucasian man named Colin Flaherty, whatever he says his name, and he has a YouTube channel, and sometimes he talk about Hispanic people, which I don't know how where he got Latino folks following him, but I was talking mainly to talk about those African American descent. And for some dumb reason, why he focused on my city, Houston. And I noticed that since I've been talking about racial issues, that people are now focusing on their city for some damn reason. Like, where would y'all, focus on these issues, and but that's not such. It's always been a racist city, but we're in the South, we're in Texas. What do you expect? Okay, it's not New York. New York could be racist, but it's more liberal in New York. So, but this white racist man comes on channel and he gets news stories involving African American descendant criminals. And the book he called "Don't Make Black Kids Angry." He supports Trump, and because he's talking the truth. No, no, no. He's misinterpreting the truth. See, instead of going to HBU colleges, going to regular colleges and universities where there's African descendant people are selling, talking about the excellence in the community, he mainly focused on people, those who are doing wrong. And I'm not only bashing this white man, I'm also bashing the cool and thugs and hood rats who give him something to talk about. Yes, I'm bashing both parties. I mean, as an African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish named American man, technically on paper, black, white named American, Hispanic, mixed race man, I'm going to bash both communities because I mean, I get criticized for not acting hood and thuggish and all that other stuff. And I'm not want to be myself. No, I have my own individual of myself. Stop putting your perspective of me that you want a distorted perspective of me that's not even relevant and not even true in my life. And, and I get it from those who are low bred in the mind, low class. And you can tell some of these people, because I met people who did come from well households. But when they come, and I wasn't raised in the hood. Let's get this straight. Let's get this straight. I moved out to get out of family issues, and I had a voucher to get out. Okay, it was like a one-way ticket to get the hell out where I was living at. Okay, then that's why I'm not a family-oriented person. Okay, when you have people who are enemies in your family can be your enemies. Thank Jesus, thank God that He said it in Matthew 10 about the sword separating. That is very vivid. He doesn't lie about that. I don't care how many people misinterpret it. It is the truth. Okay, I had to get out. And but living in the hood and for since 2012 to 2017 is a pain in the ass. From the customer on Sunday morning, and that's I'm doing all I can to get the fuck out of here and live in the Republican state, losing. Yes, Donald Trump, what I have to lose. Your Republicans don't give a damn about, and this one particular here that make stories, don't care about people African American or anyone of color. Okay, as long as they're white and wealthy, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant and wealthy and straight and all the other crap, and conservative like you, in the mindset, that's the one you cater to. Okay, so those minorities and those who second day, you know what, and to get too close to them, they don't care about you. Whether be African American, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, and they whatever, you know. Most people are mixed, have mixed heritage, claim to be pure, but I'm not one of those people. I'm very happy that I'm a multiracial person. And my people are represent dark light, whatever, are multiracial because we was denied to be truly identified as the races in our heritage. That's why it's shocking when I tell you I'm this and that because the one drop trash that these white racist people, like particularly someone like him, created so we can be the low of the low. They use it for race place raping, okay? So when each baby came out to keep him on the plantation, okay, because they had one drop of black blood, even look like him, one drop that you were on the plantation being a slave. house, field, you still owned by them. Okay, it doesn't matter who wants to be the house or the field. Free man of color, runaway slave, that's me. Okay, um, and so, but this here, you got folks who actually like the thugs. I have to criticize because I've told people stop giving them news, stop buying into their stereotypes. They want you to look like Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, and be the butt dancing brute. Remember, the highest paid actor were Stepper Fletcher. So they get those Stepper Fletcher type of stories to exploit you. What made segregation and racism and lynching all that and the KKK be good like good people when they're not were the media. Okay, in the Hollywood, the old Hollywood, we get to play stereotypes. They still do it today, but this was extreme. Their blackface, their brown face, whatever you want to call it, they put, make fun of other minorities as well. So that's where all this racism comes from. And these old school people are telling these young people this mess. That's the reason why someone like that, old as he is trying to tell this new generation this mess. This is no different than the producers of Amos and Andy. You get what I'm saying? But the sad part, you got folks willing to participate to be Aunt Jemima, Aunt May, Amos, and Andy, and Boots, and all that. And it's not all of us. So I'm surprised you don't do a story on someone like me who don't live that mess. But let's get to the subject. So he been new stories and trying to brainwash people to be racist because it's no different than Nazi Germany way they did to Jews. Okay, they use the term illegal and all that. They use the media to paint the Jews in a negative light. Um, and so that is the reason why that he's doing this. He's trying to be the white version of Thomas Samuel, okay? And this time instead of cursing and being ghetto and trashy like Thomas Samuel, he was doing the professional, the angel of light, the trying to be good in person, but you just right into the core and inside. And Colin Flaherty, whatever his name is, the question I would like to ask you, you said, why do black kids are angry? Well, let me rephrase it in the truthful sense. Why the African descended kids are angry because none of us appear black. Let's call it like this. We got your DNA in us. Besides name it, thank you. Even when I have my shirt off because it's hiding here because of the American DNA. In this camp, I don't look like Barack Obama, pure black brother. Okay, the one who voted for your president Trump. That's a true African. That's a true black person. And when you put my complexion here, we are totally don't look the same. That's because that mixed DNA. Point is, there's people that look like him, but through the mix, you have folks that look like him, like folks that look close to your complexion. And I got white relatives. I was tracing my ancestry, so I mean, you know, so that you can call me no pure if I got white relatives too. But point is, you sit here and say why they make you angry. I'm going to give you a very old. I don't care if you're older than I am. I'm almost getting old too. I'll be 40 next 2 years. So after I turn 40 in 2019, in 10 years I'll be 50. And next 10 years I'll be 50. So I'm getting old. I'm not a little kid. Okay, and I was raised by older people. You caused this. Yeah, don't get wrong. The thugs, the hood rats, are their own, and they caused it on their own. But they were pressured by society to be stereotypical. And I said, use a white person, not all white people. Those who are racist, who have the power to be racist in this country. Yes, minorities can be racist, but you don't see no Mexican or no black person or so-called black person in this country, or even a pure black person from Africa don't run this damn country. Okay, you see someone like you. You in the entertainment industry do not promote positive hip hop. That's kind of like it is. Reach by Gangsta Rap promoted because the prison complex that you support and the music business came together and tried to promote gangster rap. When I was coming up, the people who are gangster now wasn't gangster back in the 80s. They were schoolboys and schoolgirls. You also made to norm to the point that someone was intelligent like I am. We was the parasite because we can go along with your stereotypical agenda and expectation. That's why it's your fault. And it's go back to the mixed heritage. Many of us are part white. We're not pure black people. We have white relatives. We have white ancestors. Just like you have white ancestors, we don't always look like yes, always we have folks that look like you. Always to those who like Barack Obama, people like blah blah, but we're not pure at all. So then, not only that, we keep bringing up Willie Lynch on my video. I mean, I keep bringing up Willie Lynch when I talk about Taria Graham. I bet you was happy to see that old plantation Aunt Jemima Mammy beating her son. Do you know that goes back into Williams syndrome when the black mama or the mixed woman considered black was in charge of the household before feminism, okay? And the brother was emasculated. And he was, and she taught her son to be stronger by strength. So for your plantation, why these brothers are hyper masculine but weak. That's why they don't use it hyper masculine to fight someone like you. But they'll fight each other. They'll try to pick on each other and question someone's sexuality. And so like, damn, you couldn't think about who gay all the time. Maybe you could be in the closet. Don't you understand that someone like you, and so instead of, if you want to improve race relations, why not try to look for positive images in the African American descendant community of those who don't be thugs and hood rats? Because I see brothers and sisters who do not act like thugs and hood rats. Yeah, I live in a hood of those who do. But growing up as a child for almost 38 years old, I didn't always see I wasn't raised like that. I was taught not to be like that, even though I had bad family due to your type of upbringing in the South, because all that beating, whooping, and spanking came from your white Anglican Protestant religion. Now, I don't have no ties and curse out. Yes, I do curse out your theology. It's a personal interpretation, even though it's not a proper way of doing it. But even St. Peter said that the Protestant, right there, not technically say that, but personal interpretation of Scripture has no prophecy. There's no prophecy in the first, and it's the second letter, okay? That's the first chapter, 21 and 22. You know, it's 20 and 21, and also said that people that store Scripture like they did in slavery, someone like you do. So my question is to you. You have hatred in your heart. You're not supporting white people after Trump being thugs, harassing Muslims and people Arabian and African descent, and Hispanic, and talk about build my wall and fix my taco. You're not reporting that. And you're not even reporting white on white crime, which is very vivid, because most people since we have a social segregated society, the crime goes in within their own community. That's why I also say if I move to a white neighborhood, I gotta keep my eyes open too. Not because I'm of color, I'm not pure Caucasian, but you got folks who don't have no racist bone in the body, just act just dumb ass ignorant. We just seen a white man in New York somewhere. The cop trying to get him out of the car, and the car the man was getting dragged by his door. This is a white man. You ain't reporting that. So to old man Colin, and you got your account deleted, which I'm glad you did, but you finally like a demon kept doing. You have a demonic. It ain't perfect. I know I'm not. I know I got some bones to pick too. But you cannot act all positive and try to act godly on the people talk bad about you, judging right there. You're not looking for positive African American people. You're looking for those who talk trash. You're looking for those who do trashy things that you expect. And those who are African American who think being a thug is being black and being animalistic and being ugly and rude and get on ratchet, you're giving someone this white man to talk about you so you don't get a job and you don't get nothing in life. They use stereotypical images in the media to make you look terrible. That's why when Leslie Jones' situation, I didn't feel sorry for her. Because she came out, instead of being a beautiful dark-skinned woman like Viola Davis, God bless the Viola Davis for winning. That's a beautiful dark-skinned woman who don't play those stereotypical roles. Who fight against that. That's a beautiful dark-skinned sister. That's something. But Leslie Jones, no. She over here acting like Aunt your mama and everything else. And when them white folks like Milo, which I don't like him, I'm glad he got his behind exposed too. I didn't feel sorry for her because she wasn't being a champion for the African. When people clown about her, joke about slavery, and she said, "Y'all black folks don't give a f about slavery, this and that." And I'm sorry, I said I knew you was a dog coon when you first got on Saturday Night Live. So I mean, I'm gonna sit here and cry, boo-hoo about some white folk that she try to please. White racist people try to please and beat up buttons and Aunt Jemima on the Ghostbusters, which I grew up in the Ghostbusters, and their brother did not play a role like hers. He played a intelligent brother. Why not her play a intelligent sister? They just got Viola Davis to play that role, and I bet you she would have done a good job, and she played an intelligent dog trying to see. That's why people are more Eurocentric because they see bad images of some of color, especially those with that complexion. And this what this white man's doing. Because I see a lot of this other complexion on somebody complexion lighter than I am who are doing wrong, okay, in this, but he picked the ones who are extremely dark because we always have, even in our community, we've been taught that too. I go ahead and admit it. People, even dark skinned folks, they all black so and so, them someone do something wrong. Okay, we've been taught like that. But I'm gonna tell you something, dude. Colin, shut up, shut the fuck up. You're a thug too. You're the so-called intelligent thug. You're trying to be the angel of light. You're a demon. You're over here bashing the whole community, but you're not talking about and you talking about, and I mentioned about we're mixed with white. Your one drop will cause black racism. And don't forget, oh, good old boy Garvey. Yes, who was friends with the KKK. Oh, Marcus Garvey, who told us stay in our place. And this is part of being black and trying to tell us to go back to Africa and never damn step a foot in Africa. And getting that money. So I'm glad Dudley Boys called his ass out. I'm sorry, I mean, to cuss y'all, but I can't stand anybody come stand block what I think that, and people bring up his ideology to attack me. I'm sorry, I'm always going to attack the root of the problem. I ain't going to attack the branch. So that Lacuna, if you love your people, those who believe in him, you let your folks do whatever you want to do, mind your doggone business, ain't going about yours. But this man here went along with Ku Clan to tell us as a community stay in our place. And to, all this because the idea was his idea was to keep folks separate. That's why during the 70s and 60s when interracial was legalized, they used it. The mainstream used it. So you love the fact that pure African resident hated you so you can be surrogated. But you forgot that that hatred carries on in action. So when they see someone like you and says, hey, you didn't want to be surrogated, they attack you for it. So who really caused that? It actually is part of our heritage too. We're talking about you. Not you as a person, I'm the white part. We're African American and Native American and Caucasian descent. That means we're all three races. We're not pure African. Don't bitch and moan about what you caused that Frankenstein. Besides rape, and I say you ain't technically you're an individual. You're an individual. You wasn't there in slavery, but you contributed to that bullshit that happened. And then one drop, all y'all who want to sound pure, don't get mad with someone that's got the same partial DNA as you, tax you, don't look like you. You caused that Frankenstein. The only race mix that y'all wanted was that race place raping the black or the Native American woman. That's what y'all wanted. Okay? So now that Frankenstein's hunting you in a land that's not even yours. Remember phrase it, a land that's not yours. What does this land belongs to? Native American people, part of my DNA, part of my heritage. Not belongs to my black or white ancestor. That means you're in the wrong continent. You're not in Europe. You can always go to Europe, but you don't want to go there. You want to steal resources that our Native American people found. Well, folks, they weren't here first. Yes, they were here first. They weren't here originally, but for example, everybody come from Africa. White folks were not in Europe until the other Africans had left Africa and they mixed now looking something like you due to the climate. Let's get this straight. The mutilization and climate caused them to look the way all the centuries and years they look. Thank you. That's why they think the genetics changed with the environment. So that's why. So don't cry about black kids being so-called black kids getting angry. You wanted abusive parents to keep us in line. You wanted to tell us where our place was. So we wouldn't be in the mainstream, so we wouldn't have nothing because putting in our place means they put and have no resources. Even when they had segregation, Tulsa and Rosewood, talking about Black Wall Street and Rosewood was torn down. She was didn't like the fact that People's doing without white people. They was having their own banks and money, all that other stuff. So you don't want us to have shit. The black schools, because some people in the education don't want to help people African Americans in schools or Hispanic schools. That's why. And the white schools do because they focus on white schools to do well. That's called like it is. You know, when we do go to school, it's someone like you tell us not to go to school. Stay at home with mama. Stay at home with daddy. Say, well, no, they're your family. Don't try to move out. That use a twisted version of family oriented mess on us. I'm the victim. That's why I'm in the bullshit ass right now. But I'm getting told I'm not gonna be nothing from the family. I'm getting told by someone like you to tell me accept that mess. I know you're a little doggone trick. So now you're hurt that those who don't have nothing are retaliating against that. I don't condone these thugs and hood rats. Like me, I don't want to be on damn welfare. I don't want to be no doggone section, whatever. I want my own stuff. Because I'm full of something like you, of any color. I mean, the mentality, just for someone. I like running things my way and kick those who don't want to be part of it. No, you want to see someone selfish and please your white privilege, pride, arrogance. So now you're making stories about black kids getting beating other people, other minorities, other white people, like you really care about Hispanics and Asian people. Because after they do it with the African, you're going to do the Hispanic, Asian, and above color, because anything that's not white, you don't like. You're done by a demonic angel, a light, deceiving people. But when a white person breaks in your house and steals something, don't cry about white people then, because that usually happens. We can always blame races. We need to look at people as individuals. That's why I'm not a collective person. If you look at people as individuals, you don't have to worry about that mess. Okay? Because anybody can do wrong. No one's perfect. Ever since the two people ate that fruit in the Garden of Eden, ain't nobody perfect. Okay? So, you gotta deal with that. And you, by your defranchising the community and telling folks to stay in their place, and then when they try to get a job so they can take care of that stuff, so they don't have to be on no welfare and no Section 8 and all that other stuff, is someone like you at the HR office don't want to see that happen. You love to see the default of African, a permanent underclass of African people, and that's what you're trying to promote. You cause that, that's why this stuff is going on. Yeah, and I do blame the people, African people who don't want to do nothing, don't get wrong. But they not making videos where they focus except for some dumb, stupid coon like Tom Samayo. But you trying to tell the whole world we all violent. We're talking about white folks being violent too. And actually, I always say that many of us are mixed with black, white, and American, and it was African American people and the American people that suffer on the white supremacy in this country. Guess we learned that mess, the abuse and violence and all that, rape and all that other stuff. I mean, personally, but is anything violent? They're talking about as a people of color. You know who we learned it from? White papa, white daddy, that we relate to, that make the black and the American woman. So African American and Hispanic people who makes the three, they are too. We learn it from y'all. It's sad that we copycat the bad ways that you taught. I'm sorry, learn from me. Shouldn't do what they did back in the day. It's been happen. Goes around, come around. When you create that bad seed, it haunts you the rest of your life.